How's it going, guys? Panther Films here, and today we're going to be reacting to Season 8, Episode 1 of Fear the Walking Dead. This episode is titled, Remember What They Took From You. But yeah, last season was basically a mistake at the end of the day. And the whole group was fighting over a tower that didn't really matter because it was in a nuclear wasteland. Like, just get out of that nuclear wasteland, you know? Eventually they do that by the end of the season, but Victor being the villain, like, it's kind of in line with his character, but it was just stupid. Everything about it was dumb. Alicia getting bit and then cutting her arm off and then, like, having this illness, like, we don't know whether or not she's going to turn or not, or if she's turning or if she's dying. And then at the end of, like, episode 15, she just decided to go back into the nuclear wasteland while everyone else was going off to sea to find a new place to live. And then the episode after, which was the finale, we got Madison back. So that was cool, but, you know, it's at the cost of losing Alicia. I'd rather have Madison and Alicia in the show, especially considering it's the final season. And we also had a bunch of other characters go through some shit last season. Althea has left the show. Dwight and Sherry are having a kid. John Dory Sr. died saving Mo. And Charlie has got radiation poisoning, right? Is it radiation poisoning or is it like exposed to radiation or something like that? I can't remember what actually happened to her, but she's dying, basically. And based off the trailer for the season, I think we're getting a time jump, so I assume Charlie's already dead. But yeah, in between last season of Fear and this season, we got the end of the main show. We've got, you know, Dead City coming out soon. The Rick and Michonne show is filming. The Daryl Dixon show is supposedly getting 2 seasons. So the Walking Dead universe is far from done. I think there's at least 30 episodes left in total if we include Fear the Walking Dead. But I'm not expecting a lot from this season. The same writer's in charge. I don't think they can bring this show to a decent end. But maybe with 12 episodes, they can do more in less time. But I doubt it. I mean, they have 16 episodes for the past few seasons, and they've butchered them, you know? So I guess we'll have to see. And we also had basically like a big mystery throughout the season involving PADRE, which at the end of the season we learned was like a group that was taking kids away from like parents for some reason. And that's what we were going towards at the end of last episode. So I hope this season we kind of, you know, learn more about them. But at the same time, it's like we've got 12 episodes. Does it really matter? And just to poke more fun at last season, we did have Alicia saying that the walkers are people, like it's fine. And then we had the writers completely forget about half the characters. Like, what happened to Mickey? Like the wrestler. She just vanished. But yeah, I mean, everyone was on the rafts at the end of the season, and Morgan and Madison are heading towards a ship. That's where we left things off. So I guess we should just stop doolalleying around with this shitty intro and get right into the fucking episode.
Hey, no one's gone until they're gone.
Who's he?
I find it funny that they're just recapping the last episode of the season. Fuck the rest of the season. Oh, we're picking up right where we left off? Didn't think they'd do that.
I know who you are.
No, you don't.
We know who you are.
How many people are on those rafts?
Not as many as you thought, but if you want to be part of what we're doing, you need to show us that you're committed to our vision.
What, taking kids? Who the fuck? What is that hair about?
We want you to be a collector, to bring us children like this one who recently joined the community.
What are they doing to her?
Her?
I had a daughter, that's why I know. Come on, she sounds scared.
Like all the children here, she will learn to separate herself from her emotions.
What?
How did he know? Did you tell him?
A collector bringing us a child and a new recruit in one day doesn't happen often.
Yes! What? Madison's helping him. I guess that was the plan though, right?
Let me get on a boat and get out of here with my daughter.
Different theme. Time jump. Maybe. Oh! Is that Mo? Are we doing fencing with zombies? What's going on here? Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely Mo. What is that in his mouth? It's just nasty.
For how long?
A week.
A week?
A month.
That's a drastic change. That's not a bad setup. By the beach. Or a river. How much do you want to bet that this place falls by episode 6? It's going to explode. Boom. She's not supposed to be down here. Prisoner? Wait, that sounded like Madison.
Hello?
Jump scare.
Is anyone in there?
Jump scare! Da-na-na-na-na. So I have a feeling what happened is Madison stayed behind. Morgan got Mo out for a little bit. Because that's what the flashbacks were. And then Mo got captured. And now she's a part of PADRE. He's supposed to put it in like that? I mean, obviously, but like, there? I guess just to numb the pain, maybe? Yep. Why? What do you need Madison for? And they're talking about PADRE like the location gives a fuck, so it's obviously not the location. Maybe it's the leader? So it's basically like a prison camp.
What? The only thing that's out there is more carrion. One's with teeth.
What did she do?
Nothing, really.
Shouldn't be telling you this.
But I'm going to anyway.
She almost killed PADRE.
See, they're talking about PADRE like it's a person.
Where'd you get that?
Gardening shed. I know you helped someone escape from the island. I know you took out half the settlement's guards with this.
That specific one? Why are we making new names for walkers again? The carrion?
What do you care about killing the dead?
Did that light just go off?
See it? I need you to turn it off.
What will that do?
Kill her.
Back up! Don't!
Shit!
You lied to me! I'm not getting in trouble because of you!
Oh.
Shit!
What?
God damn it!
What?
Can't have been that long.
What are you talking about?
So it's been, what, 7 years?
I brought you here 7 years ago. I also helped you and your father escape.
That doesn't make sense.
I know it doesn't make sense. So I must have brought you back.
Alright.
Don't do anything stupid, Lark.
Lark. That's some Dying Light shit right there. Oh, I wonder if this is where Morgan is. You're telling me we've escaped already? What? Already? So we do a massive time jump. And then we escape again. Oh yeah, I forgot because she inhaled all the smoke. That's why they were giving her oxygen.
Stop. Grab this. Hey, what the hell are
Well,
you
she
doing
wasn't
here?
stuck. Fucking kids, dude.
They're coming for me. They're going to find me.
So are the dead. And they're already here.
Right, okay. Why is it getting slower the closer it gets?
It's okay to be scared of them.
Not scared.
I wouldn't go that way.
Hey, Morgan.
Not safe in there.
What's with everyone wearing masks?
I knew you'd be alive, Morgan.
I'm not that easy to get rid of.
So where's everyone else?
And this is where we landed when we escaped 7 years ago.
You really my father?
No, not really. Adoptive father.
I don't know what Padre told you about parents, but I promise you, it is okay. Because I'm here to take you back to.
What the fuck? Huh?
This is Nightingale. I have Rem. I was nearby, and I had an idea where they would land.
I spent 7 years in a cell so you could be with her.
This isn't about you. This is about what's best for my kid. I do not want to hurt you.
Incoming.
We no longer need Lark. She's become a liability to the settlement.
Then why did you keep her in the first place? For 7 years?
Means I'm not going back with you.
What is this dialogue? No shit.
I need you to go wait for me over there.
He's not gonna kill her. Behave. You bring back Madison just to kill her off.
And if we're honest, this is exactly what you wanted when we were back on that beach in Louisiana.
What is with the exposition dialogue? Like bringing up the past even though we've watched it?
Take a hammer with you.
I mean, I don't care, because it's like... She's not going to kill Morgan.
I want to go back.
It's because you don't know anything else. Something made you forget. This time's different. She's got both of us now.
I'm not sure that's gonna be enough.
They brought up the marshes, right? Yep.
Swamps are like flypaper to walkers. They all come in here, but they can't get back out.
Also, why are you doing it at night?
I'm gonna take you back so you can live on that island like me and you never met. You understand?
Oh, so it's an island. It's not a... I thought it was just on like a beach somewhere.
They provide a way of life that works.
They said they'd go after my kids if I didn't do what they wanted.
You have kids?
No.
Probably be dead if you hadn't brought me to the island.
Is that what you want? Her thinking this?
I wanted to be alive. It's only a matter of time before things ended for us.
Morgan.
Flat.
Get back with you.
Is that a plane? I swear I just heard like a propeller.
Exactly what they did to us 7 years ago.
Why do they keep bringing up 7 years ago? That's exactly what they did 7 years ago. The dialogue's weird.
What the hell? We're gonna need that.
Guess you can't take the easy way out now.
We could die out here.
No, we have to go back. We have to get that walkie.
Alright. Fucking kids in The Walking Dead, dude. They're annoying. They've 100% got Grace, right? A lot of this is just retreading old ground. More people that have been captured and we have to save again and again and again and again and again. It literally happened last season. Grace was in the tower. We had to go save her. Mo was in the tower. We had to go save her.
Did something happen to me here?
Did you get that?
What were they doing to you back there?
They drew blood. Once a week.
Why?
I didn't always cooperate.
While the needle was inside her, she like moved. Oh.
I only take kids who have lost their parents or kids whose parents give them up willingly for a better life.
And Victor?
But he wasn't on the raft when Padre found him, and nobody knows where he is now.
Of course Victor got away. We're supposed to.
Some kind of graffiti.
King County?
King County?
I told you, I don't know. It was all already here
Dwayne.
when we found the place.
I didn't even see that. Dwayne, Jenny. He was losing his mind again. Oh yeah, the great singing.
Who's that?
It's just a song.
Wait, is Grace dead?
Stop!
Whoa!
Padre are gonna find
the
us
fuck?
before anything. Ray, no!
We can't call them. We have to do this ourselves.
You can barely stand, let alone fight.
I don't need to.
What? Oh, she wants to like sacrifice herself. This is kind of dumb.
Go!
Because there could be some under the water. Wait, what is that? I mean, Morgan could do this all day. Come on.
Like you said, you take care of her.
What happened to Grace?
Over here!
I mean, that's not going to work. They're not just going to walk away from food. Okay, maybe they are. I don't get... They're very inconsistent with how walkers work. That doesn't make any sense. Why would they go to Madison when they're right next to Morgan and Mo?
No, we can't leave her behind! How did you survive?
I killed as many as I could, and then Padre came and saved me, but I don't think they're coming this time.
He's calling her Mo now, though. Mo now, though? Yeah. Grace!
I heard the radio chatter. I got here as fast as I could.
Who are you?
I'm your mother.
I'm your mother.
You were the one seeing me on the tape.
I did that a long time ago.
Did you not see what happened today?
You showed up. We can do this. Do you think it's okay to give up and die out here? What about everyone else?
What are you talking about, Mo?
I can't be the only one you took.
Yeah.
What about all the other kids you rescued for Padre?
I can't help them. It may not be that simple.
Why not?
It's probably different facilities. Or islands.
When I looked ashore, I knew something was missing. It was you.
We're not your parents. Your parents were Isaac and Rachel, and they're dead.
Yeah.
He died a long time ago, and they made me promise to take care of you.
You have to save yourself. You have to save yourself so you can help everyone else.
I'm not gonna make it.
You have to try.
How's she gonna run there right there?
Don't worry. Still have use for you.
I thought you wanted to kill her.
Remember when I showed
What?
you? Go to the Delta receiver for repairs.
It honestly doesn't seem that hard to escape. They managed to escape twice.
But at least we got to see it.
That's what makes it hard.
I don't get it. Like, what happened?
Where does Padre want me to patrol now?
Padre is retiring you as a collector. Take him away.
So you're telling me, like, the whole plot of this episode was kind of pointless? We're back to square one?
Sometimes we have to learn lessons the hard way. I'm just glad you're okay.
Who is Padre?
And that's why I'm willing to let today's transgression slide.
Oh, now she can take on the Walker.
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're going to escape again. Interesting.
Padre isn't telling us the truth. Something bad happened in there.
No shit.
You can help take on Padre.
Your parents.
We're doing this again.
Parents abandoned us.
This is the same exact plot. Why are we doing this? Last season was the exact same thing. Mo was taken. We had to get Mo back from, the tower. We succeeded. Then Grace stayed behind. Like, we're just retreading the same shit. And even season 6 had the same plot line. Right? With Ginny. Right? Like, everyone was kind of captured, and then Morgan had to get everyone back, build an army up. I mean, this is a perfect example of Fear the Walking Dead running out of material. I'm so fed up of this building an army storyline. It is so boring. I also do feel like this whole episode was kind of pointless. Like, last episode ended with Madison and Morgan going to save Mo. They did it within the first, 2 minutes of the episode. Then we time jumped. And it basically undid everything that happened. Right? So we didn't save Mo. And then this whole episode was about getting Mo out of there. For Madison, anyway. And then Mo's now back at Padre. Which isn't a location, it's a person, apparently. But, based off the promo, I don't think Padre's going to be a thing for the whole season. And it's kind of a bit of a letdown, too. Padre was, built up for a whole season, and this is what it is, just an island. Where they train kids. I also think some of the delivery on lines was terrible this episode, too. The first scene that comes to mind is when Madison was explaining what's going on to Mo when she was down in the cell. To me, that delivery was kind of weird. I don't know. And even, some of the dialogue where, Morgan keeps bringing up the past, but he deliberately says 7 years ago to remind the audience that it's been 7 years in terms of the timeline. When the main show never did that. It was okay, there's been a time jump. It's been about 6 years, because we know that from outside sources. But the fact that they keep bringing up, it's been 7 years in the episode, in the dialogue, is just bad writing. You never do that. Never do it. Never do it. Because, the time jump, you didn't even need to do a time jump. I feel like the only reason they did it was because they needed to catch up to The Walking Dead's timeline. And even then, The Walking Dead is still further into the timeline. Because there's been, another year time jump at the end of season 11. And then Dead City's set 2 years after that. I was hoping this season would be better, but the fact that the first episode is pretty fucking bad. I don't know. I don't get what happened for Morgan and Grace to suddenly switch up. Also, how can you have a premiere in the final episode of Fear the Walking Dead and not have every character in it? That's disgusting. It's the final season. I don't know what they were thinking with this episode, because it really isn't a good premiere. It's only focused on a handful of characters. We don't see, Daniel, Victor, fucking Luciana, Dwight, Sherry. They've probably got a kid now, right? Because Sherry was pregnant, which... No, it wouldn't be that girl that was with Mo, right, in Padre. which isn't even the location, the island, I guess we'll call it now, because it's the Padre's the person on the speaker, who I'm trying to see if I recognise that voice. I don't. Also, we got to talk about the kid playing Mo. No, absolutely not. Kid actors did. Nope. It's crazy to me that even Lenny James wasn't going all in with his delivery of lines, because he just doesn't care anymore, and I can't blame him for that. Like, Fear the Walking Dead has been shit. Also, everyone in this episode was dumb as fuck, other than Madison. But Madison somehow handled being in a prison cell for 7 years very well. Even though it felt like it doesn't look like she aged a day. Neither did Morgan, other than like just his beard length. I assume Morgan lost his mind at some point, or was brainwashed in some kind of capacity. Because there's no way he'd be fully on Team Padre. Wouldn't make sense. The reason why I think he's been brainwashed is because of all that stuff on the wall. Like Jenny, Dwayne, King County, bringing up the past for some reason. I mean, based off the trailer for this season, we know we're going back to King County, which I can't wait for. Because, you know, that's probably going to be the best episode of the season. Let's be honest. It's kind of hard to put into words how disappointing this first episode was. Like, somehow the writing got worse. I don't get it. Like, there's a bit of intrigue there, like, okay, what happened in this 7-year time jump? But at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. We've got 12 episodes. Why are we trying to be mysterious when we've only got 12 episodes? Just fucking get to the point. Also, probably one of the worst time jumps I've ever seen for like Walking Dead related stuff. Also, is it just me? But I feel like the time jump that they did this episode was probably the worst that they've ever done in The Walking Dead. The first part of the episode opened with like where last season ended, right? Morgan being interrogated, then he escapes and saves Mo. And then the title sequence happens, and then there's been a 7-year time jump. Why didn't you just start with a 7-year time jump? I feel like most of the season is going to be focused on flashbacks and not focusing on the present storyline. It's baffling to me because season 7, if it didn't go the way it did, and we didn't have the tower for the whole season and only for like the first half of the season, we could have already been dealt with Padre, or about to wrap up the Padre storyline, because there's no way we're going to spend the whole season at Padre. I mean, we're obviously not based off the promo. Like, Mo and Morgan and that are in King County, and I think that's like episode 4. Maybe next episode it'll be done. Who knows? Also, based off the promo too, it seems like Dwight is like a villain. Maybe because Morgan took Dwight's kid, because we do know Sherry was pregnant. It's crazy to me that the writing is so bad that it feels like an AI wrote it. But I feel like AI would do a better job at writing an episode of Fear the Walking Dead than the actual writers. Also, we didn't get any information on what happened to Charlie. I feel like what would have been a better premiere is this episode being about getting Mo out of Padre, you know, with the end of season 7. Then all the group arrive at Padre 2. So then Madison reunites with Daniel and June and Luciana and all these characters, right? And then she sees Charlie, and then Charlie dies, or Madison has to put Charlie down, right, after she finds out that Charlie killed Nick. But that didn't happen, and I think because of that, it weakened the first episode. Because when you think of a first episode, you think of like, oh, we're catching up with the characters, we're seeing what they're doing, this is cool, you know, we're getting like the plot going. But this episode was just focused on like 3-4 characters, and I don't know. It's just not good when the final season of Fear the Walking Dead and the first episode of that final season is only focused on a handful of characters. I genuinely don't even know what to even say about the episode. Like, we didn't progress the storyline. We're back to square one. Mo, like, the only development for her was that she can kill a walker now. That was it. I don't get it. Like, should I be intrigued with the storyline? I'd rather see Daniel and Victor and see what they're up to. Like, considering they were the reason people were watching this show was for like Daniel, Victor, Madison, and now we're moving away from that. It's kind of weird. I really don't know what else to say about the episode other than my critiques. Like, there's no positives out of this other than maybe like the camera quality. Like, I feel like they've changed it again. I'm glad we're actually out of the fucking nuclear wasteland, because that shit was boring visually. So I'm glad like the visuals are a little bit better this season. We can actually see what's going on. I feel like these new showrunners have kind of ruined what the vision was for this show. I think the original showrunner wanted the Clark family to become the villains. You know? Which actually lines up with the way Madison was behaving at the end of season 3. Just for them to like undo everything in seasons 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I don't get why they changed showrunners though. Is it because they were doing the crossover stuff? And Scott Gimple got involved? Because that's the only reason things would go downhill, is if he got involved. Everything about the episode wasn't good. It's like a first episode too, for a final season. Come on. Put me in charge. I'd actually fucking give fans what they want and actually deliver a decent fucking storyline instead of the boring shit where a kid gets taken and we have to save them from this big evil group. Literally, also, Dead City's doing that exact plot line too. Herschel's taken, and then Negan and Maggie need to get him back. Are you fucking kidding me? Why are they so obsessed with kids getting taken? And the Vic Michonne show is about getting Rick back. It's just kidnap storylines. That's all the Walking Dead universe is now. Fuck me. It just annoys me even more now that like Dead City and the Vic Michonne show are happening, right? But we didn't have season 12 of the main show to explore the Vic stuff and go to Manhattan. Like, couldn't we have done that in the main show? Would have been sick. But yeah, sorry about being negative, but Fear the Walking Dead just brings the demons out, and I'm very critical when it comes to this show, because it's fucking bad. Honestly, if the writing stays like this for the next like few episodes, I'm going to not react to the rest of the season. Other than like maybe the finale. Because, fuck me. But yeah, that basically sums up my shitty review. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Ta-ta and farewell.